Christina Josetta, and I'm so excited and so thrilled to bring your family a creamy, delicious side dish that I think everybody will enjoy. Not only is it creamy and delicious, but it is also nutritious. It is formed from spaghetti squash. Can you see I'm representing the color of the vegetable that we're going to choose today, and the creaminess that we're going to use is going to be the Philadelphia cream cheese. It's going to bring this dish together. It's going to make your whole family enjoy it. You're going to love it. They're going to love it, and it's going to be a family favorite. And it's very simple. You only need a couple ingredients, some staples that you should have all the time in your household. So come with me. Let's journey on over here. We got the spaghetti squash. We're going to go ahead and cut this up. I have a tough hand. Squash needs to be cleaned out. You go ahead and you can take a fork or you can take a spoon and scoop that out. After you scoop that out, you go ahead and take this spaghetti squash with the seeds and everything cleaned out and bring it over here to the pan, which you would steam it. So this is the easy part. You just put it in here, no salt, no pepper, nothing. Just go ahead and bring it to a steam. And here I have a finished one. So let's get started on this recipe. Show you how easy it is and how good it's going to be. And not only is your family going to love it because it's rich, and we're talking creamy, but they're also going to get 3 servings of vegetables in this dish. Now you have to be careful because the squash is going to be really hot when it comes out of the pan. It's going to be really hot, you know. It just was steamed. So if you have a pot holder, I would go ahead and take the back end and secure the squash with the pot holder. Let's go ahead. It's called spaghetti squash for a reason, because when you take it out, it's going to form little beautiful. Look at that. It just comes out so easy. Spaghetti squash. Just wait. My mouth is watering just thinking about how good and delicious this is going to be. Now, I made this recipe, and I tell you what, I have the pickiest 16-month-year-old. She's 16 months. She doesn't like to eat a lot of food, but I made this, and she loves it. So if I could trick her to eat this, eat her vegetables, and then some, I think those picky eaters in your household are going to love this dish. So right here we have about a 2-pound squash. I didn't tell you the size. I should have done that from the beginning, but it's about a 2-pound squash that you could go ahead and pick up at your grocery store. They sell them all year long. So you're going to be able to find that all year long, even though squash is usually more common in the fall. So look at that beautiful squash. Look at that beautiful color right there. And the thing is to get it when it's hot. Now, we have some extra water from the steam. We want to go ahead and we want to save that water. Just take a little bit of that water, say about 1/4 cup of water from that steam that you use to cook the squash in. Let's go ahead and clear that off. Now, I'll show you how easy this recipe is. We go ahead and we have 2 cups of frozen peas. Sweet peas, any brand that you like. You know, go ahead and get those out of your freezer. You don't even have to defrost them because the steam from the squash is going to help thaw those out so they will be nice and ready to go. Go ahead and pour those on top of your squash. Look at that. Look how beautiful. Look at the colors. This is something that you can have in the spring, in the winter, all year long, and it's healthy. The next thing we're going to go ahead and do is chop up this tomato right here. That's our next ingredient. We're going to use a cup of tomatoes. I'm going to chop that up, dice this up. Add that to our already diced tomatoes over here. And we're just going to add that too. Right on top of that squash, on top of the peas. Now, here comes the creaminess. Remember I was telling you it was going to be creamy? It was going to be good, delicious. Your family's going to love it. They're going to want it more. We're going to go ahead and add 1/4 cup of Philadelphia cream cheese. Just go ahead and lay that on top. Remember that water that I was telling you about? That's where this is going to come in. We're going to have that 1/4 cup of that leftover water from the spaghetti squash. We're going to go ahead and just slowly pour that on top of the cream cheese. Look at that. And it's just going to help melt that cream cheese. And this is the easy thing. We're just going to go ahead and cheese melt in there. It's gonna get nice and creamy. So delicious. So delicious. And it's so pretty. The colors are just so vibrant, so eye-appetizing. I think your whole family will love it. Look at that, creaming together. And the good thing about this side dish, it is almost like a meal in itself. It is so filling. And so delicious. Look at that, just cream. Just give it a couple more stirs here. Just use this fork. The spoon is getting a little heavy. Just use this fork and just stir it up. Look at that. Look how creamy that is. I think they would think it was noodles. I think it's pasta. That Philadelphia, cream cheese is what's doing the trick here. Philadelphia cream cheese is just creating that creaminess in that dish. I'm going to go over here slowly. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper never hurts. Go ahead and sprinkle. This is sea salt. You could use any salt. So I'm going to use a teaspoon of sea salt and a couple twists of pepper here. Now if you have children, they might be a little afraid of the pepper, so you might want to go light on that pepper. Now I'm going to show you this. Look at this, guys. Zoom in on this. Look how creamy and rich that is. Look how delicious. Let's go ahead and serve this up so your family will enjoy this for years to come. Go ahead and just ladle that right into the plate. Can't you just taste it? Can't you just taste it? Nice and creamy. Now garnish it. You could garnish it with some green onions. There you go. Spaghetti squashed cream with peas and tomatoes. I think your family's going to love it for years to come. Not only is it healthy, it's delicious, and Philadelphia cream cheese is what helped made it that way. Take care. I'll see you next time. Enjoy. Christina Josetta.